Welcome back to the Dividend Diplomats YouTube channel, guys. You've got your favorite dividend investors of the world, guys. Bert and Lanny, the Dividend Diplomats, guys. Thanks for rocking with us on this fantastic weekend, guys. Hope you're enjoying it. Celebrating Bert crossing yesterday, $50,000 in SCHD, generating thousands of dollars of passive income, guys. But it's Sunday morning. And we got to talk about a stock in a certain industry that has just bottomed out.
Smash that subscribe button, everyone. Give this video a thumbs up. Holler at your boys, the Dividend Diplomats. Yesterday's video contest is still open, so get that video to 300 likes.
Do it.
And make sure you subscribe. And you know what else we're going to do here, Lanny?
What are we going to do here?
Are we about to double up on swag giveaways for this weekend?
Let's do it. It's the fourth weekend, baby.
Yeah, let's get this video to 300 likes as well. And there will be another swag giveaway from your boys, the Dividend.
300 likes Sunday, guys. Let's cap the weekend with some Dividend Diplomat swag, guys. So hit this one, subscribe. Let us know what stock you're buying tomorrow morning, guys.
So let's talk.
Here we are, guys. We got to talk about the healthcare industry. A certain company, to rewind here, midweek this past week, Centene, Centene, which their stock is down almost 40% for the week. They're in the healthcare industry, guys, and they dropped a bombshell, essentially pulling its guidance right now for the year. It's triggered a sector industry-wide sell-off essentially across the healthcare industry. When you think of that arena, you know, because they're in the health insurance midpoint here, guys, you're thinking of UNH, United Health. You're thinking of, I don't know, Elevance Health. And there's, Oscar Health. All of these, insurance and insurance broker firms are now dropping like hotcakes, guys. What else did Centene say? Well, they're seeing a few things, which is, again, rippling through the industry. Higher claims than forecasted. Again, think of just any insurance company. You estimate your losses. When your losses are coming in more than what you're expecting, that is going to just go directly to that income statement because you have to build up more of a loss reserve.
Yep. And then that's why your premiums increase, because when there was a bad miss in the year before, how are companies going to make this up? They're going to charge the customer more. So that's why you see your premiums shoot up. You see that at auto, you see it at home. When that company gets hit with some natural disasters, it's not a shocker that the next year your premiums skyrocket to compensate for those losses.
Exactly, guys. So not only are claims going up, but growth, they said, is slowing down. That growth is lower than anticipated. And then there's significant turmoil regarding the costs surrounding Medicare, Medicaid right now. Just let's get this right, folks. Come on here. It's been like the biggest question mark for, I think, all of eternity, but let alone the last 5 years within this industry, guys. So that kind of impacted a certain stock that both Bert and I own. And then that is Elevance Health, ticker symbol ELV, guys. So much so that they dropped to not just $350 when the news got announced, but they actually finished off on Thursday afternoon before the market closed to $347.84. Not down 40% this week like Centene, but down about 6 to 7% for the week, if I'm not mistaken. What else did Elevance Health have thrown their way? That just came out, I think.
So they are getting a little class action lawsuit served against them from investors that are upset about how they've positioned their guidance for Medicare and how they've positioned the downside for Medicare. Because every time there's an update, it never seems to be quite negative enough. And that's finally coming to fruition here when you see what happened with the bill that passed, when you see what happened with premiums, you're seeing the direction things are going. People are a little upset, Lanny, that there was more downside risk with Medicare premiums than what was being told by management.
Exactly. Yeah. All the times they kept missing on their guidance related to that certain part of their, structure with Medicare and Medicaid. So now legally there is a lawsuit that has been filed And I'm sure us shareholders will get notice when that becomes available, guys. But it could be a great buying opportunity for dividend investors. That's what it's about, guys. Remember, like this video, 300 likes, DD swag, Elevance Health, guys. We're going to get into it. We're going to put this stock, again, through the trusted Dividend Diplomat stock screener focused on the price to earnings ratio, payout ratio, dividend growth, guys, and we'll look at dividend yield. A little bit of a caveat here, what we'll do with Elevance Health. When we get the EPS, we're going to use Seeking Alphas, but we're going to discount it. We're going to multiply it by 0.75 or take off, we're going to chop 25% of the earnings per share off of what the analysts are expecting per their website, just to kind of, give us a little bit of a shock factor there.
Yeah. Shocking.
Shocking the shit.
Let's go. Their price is $347.84. I can't believe it's below three.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. It's 52 week lows, Lanny. Wild. Okay. EPS on Seeking Alpha's 34.48, but we shock it. Remember, we shock analyses everything here. Just shock it. That's all you need to do. EPS shocked EPS is 25.86. That gives you a price to earnings ratio 13.45.
Even with shocking the EPS, which is bringing down how much earnings there is to pay the dividend, they pay $1.71. That still equates out to a super low 26% dividend payout ratio. And hell, you know what? Even if we shocked it 50%, Bert, if we shocked it down to 50%, you're still at under 40% on the payout ratio.
Shock at 75%. Shock at 75%.
You want 75? You want me to
give
drop
me 75? I want 75.
You're at 79% payout ratio.
Okay, so that starts to stretch it a little bit.
Yeah. But what about dividend growth?
Okay, dividend growth. Their 5-year dividend growth rate is 16%. They've increased that dividend for 13 years. They're on their way to becoming an aristocrat, but like so many other companies in the market, you're seeing lower dividend growth in 2025. 5%, womp, 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 below that 5-year average.
You can't see me.
Can't see that dividend increase.
About 5% as well.
Yeah, so overall, slower growth, but that's expected, especially if a company's lowering guidance, dealing with higher claims, you're not going to see 16% dividend growth in line with their average.
Yeah. So they're only down 5% this year, but they are down 34% since last year. Still up 30% in the last 5 years and still hanging around 79 to 80 billion in market cap. Obviously losing a crap ton of value, guys, from their company. So Elevance Health, guys, again, I squeaked in, bought 350 worth here on Thursday right before the market closed, aka just about a share's worth. Just right before the market closed. So, because I think there, is value. I mean, the industry with the thousands of companies, sure you have options, but even if you go out to the exchange, your options are Anthem, Oscar, Aetna.
Yeah, very limited.
You're picking, these same entities out there on the exchange.
Yeah, and now that the big bill is passed, there's going to be a little bit more certainty of what's going to come for healthcare. They're always going to be cuts, but at least and that's something that hasn't been known for these companies. And the price is beaten down. We'll see how it shakes out. Unfortunately, Lanny, I kept meaning to buy Elevance Health right around 350, but I forgot the market low.
You'll get it lower.
Maybe, hopefully, maybe not, but maybe. Who knows?
So, guys, what about you? Did you buy Elevance Health on the drop? Did you buy UNH or other healthcare stocks? Are these stocks too cheap to ignore right now? Obviously, guys, watch Saturday's video for the SCHD, $50,000 in total value from Bert. Let us know, though, in the comments if you've been buying and plan to buy Elevance Health.
And remember, you're either with us or you're against us, Jack.
Bert and Lanny from the Dividend Diplomats, over and out.